Hi everybody, welcome back to the Audio Video Room. I'm your host Chris, and today I'm going to do a sort of tribute to Drew Struzan. You can see over my shoulder the poster that I got in 1978, I believe, from being a member of the Star Wars fan club. It was called Bantha Tracks. We would get a newsletter, and occasionally they would send things like posters. I also got a Raiders of the Lost Ark poster and an Empire Strikes Back patch with Yoda on it that the crew wore. All sorts of really cool stuff back when you didn't really have easy access to Star Wars. And for me, one of the ways to access my favorite movie when I was a kid was the soundtrack. This is my original soundtrack purchased in 1977. Now, this Star Wars soundtrack was released in 1977 by 20th Century Records. It's by John Williams and was performed by the London Symphony Orchestra. It was recorded over 8 sessions at the Anvil Studios in Denham, England. This album was released in June of 1977. Now it's a gatefold, and you can see on the inside there, it does have photographs. And trust me, I spent a lot of time looking at these photographs as a 7-year-old. There's the back, beautiful back artwork with Darth Vader. Now this album was released in June of 1977 and peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. It had a disco theme as well that became number 1 in October of 1977 by Miko. And I'll have an insert of that here. I also had that album as a kid, and I know I still have it. I just can't find it. I have to alphabetize my record collection. Finding things is just a needle in a haystack. But the disco theme became number 1 in October of 77, while this soundtrack peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 in September of 1977. So this is before streaming and digital and CDs, and the album was the go-to way to connect with Star Wars for most fans for the year that it came out. Now this album is the best-selling symphonic album of all time. Put that in your hat. Now, it won an Academy Award for composer John Williams and was nominated for Album Grammy of the Year back in 1977. So, yeah, how about that? I still have it. Now, this is the gatefold, and it's, not a super thick, not tip-on, not stout, and it's held up reasonably well over the years. Now, this album came with an insert, and it has all of the information about the tracks. It's got about the film, who starred in it. It's got behind the scenes notes, John Williams' approach to conducting and composing the music. It's got the complete violins, violas, cellos, basses, and so forth for the album. And then on the back, it takes you through all the different tracks and sort of a follow along in your mind, if you will, for the album. The fact that I still have these sometimes blows my mind. Now, this also came in where you could send away for a t-shirt. May the Force be with you. You mailed it in for your Star Wars t-shirt, where t-shirts were $5. How about that? $5 t-shirts back in the day, 1977. Now, it also came with this poster, and I'll fold it out, try to kind of hold it up so you can see it. Maybe I'll put an insert of the poster in there as well. But as you can see, I never hung this poster on my wall. Blows my mind why I never hung this. I have no idea why I never hung this. And it says down there on the bottom, 1977. You can see there. Now, these aren't relatively hard to find. You can find original pressings still to this day. There were so many sold. Came in these paper sleeves, no polyline sleeves for this yet. And you can see those are the 2 sleeves, 20th Century Fox and just blank on the other side. And the albums inside was a double album. And side 1, there, and I'll get that label in there so you can see it. And then the second album, hold your horses, side 2. Now, why side 1 and side 2 instead of side 1, side 2, side 3, and side 4? This was the 70s, guys. Stacking your records was a thing. So you would put your first record on to play side one, and then you would put side two on top of it. And when side two completed, it would drop, the needle would swing over, and you would play side two. And then, thusly, flip over and have side three, which is on the back of side one, and side four, which is on the back of side two. So stackable records were a thing back in the day. So that's my 1977 Star Wars album. The first soundtrack I ever purchased was Star Wars. I believe the first record I ever got of my own rock music was Kiss, I believe, Destroyer or Dress to Kill. It was one or the other, followed by the Eagles, One of These Nights. But I don't have those anymore. I do have The Empire Strikes Back. And this is also my original copy. And get this, still in the shrink. Yep, kept it in the shrink. That started way back when, guys, when I was 11 years old. But I'm going to save this for another day. And we're going to honor the memory of Drew Struzan and all his contributions to the world of cinema and music. And for everything he did, this video is for you, Drew. You will not be forgotten, and you will be remembered forever. Thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Waka 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 waka. Whoop, whoop. Waka 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 waka.